The truth about the $5,000 DOGE stimulus check. What's really going on? What if you woke up one morning and saw $5,000 hit your bank account? Sounds amazing, right? Well, there's been a lot of talk about a new stimulus check, but don't get too excited just yet. There's a lot more to this story than meets the eye, and some of it might just surprise you. Let's break it all down. The big claim. A $5,000 stimulus check. So, where did this whole idea come from? It started when former President Donald Trump mentioned it in a speech. He talked about a plan that could send $5,000 to certain taxpayers. The idea actually came from an investment firm CEO named James Fishback, who suggested using government savings to fund these checks. The proposal is linked to something called DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, which is a Trump-led initiative focused on cutting wasteful government spending. On paper it sounds great. The government saves money, and a portion of those savings goes straight back to taxpayers. But, of course, things are never that simple. Is this real or just political talk? Right now, there's no actual government-approved plan to send out these $5,000 checks. The biggest reason? Congress hasn't passed anything. Unlike previous stimulus checks which were rolled out quickly during the pandemic, this DOGE check would require approval from lawmakers. And that's a long process. Right now, it's just an idea. There's no guarantee it'll happen anytime soon. Who would even get this money? Here's where things get even more interesting. Unlike the COVID stimulus checks, which were sent out to most Americans regardless of income, the DOGE check would be much more selective. According to Fishback's plan, this check would only go to tax-paying households above a certain income level. That means if you're someone who didn't pay much in federal taxes last year, you probably wouldn't qualify. Why? Fishback argues that previous stimulus checks went to too many people, including lower-income households that tended to spend the money quickly. He claims the DOGE check wouldn't cause inflation because it would be given to people more likely to save the money instead of spending it right away. The $8 billion mistake. Now, here's where things get a little sketchy. The DOGE website has been making big claims about how much money the program is supposedly saving. But according to a report from USA Today, some of those numbers don't add up. In fact, there was an $8 billion error in their calculations. That's not exactly a small mistake. If the organization pushing for these stimulus checks can't even get their savings numbers right, it makes you wonder how realistic the plan actually is. Why this could be a political move. Let's be real, this isn't just about money. With the 2024 election season in full swing, big promises like a $5,000 stimulus check can be powerful tools for gaining voter support. We've seen it before. Politicians bringing up flashy financial relief plans, only for them to quietly disappear after the elections. It's possible that the DOGE check is just another campaign strategy designed to generate excitement and win votes, rather than a serious policy that will actually happen. What about other stimulus checks? Now, if you're wondering whether there are any other stimulus checks you might still qualify for, there's some good news. The IRS recently sent out $1,400 stimulus payments to people who never claimed their recovery rebate credit on their 2021 tax returns. If you didn't get that money, you still have time to file your 2021 tax return and claim it before April 15th. So while the $5,000 DOGE check might be a long shot, there's still real money available for those who qualify. Final thoughts. Will you ever see a $5,000 check? At the end of the day, the DOGE stimulus check is more of a concept than a reality right now. While the idea of giving tax-funded refunds to Americans sounds appealing, there are a lot of unanswered questions. Where will the money actually come from? Will Congress approve it? Who will really benefit? Is this just political talk? For now, it's all just speculation. But with elections around the corner, you can bet that we'll hear a lot more about this in the coming months. So what do you think? Would you support a $5,000 stimulus check, if it actually happened? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this developing story.